Hello and welcome everyone today for my third webinar session. It has been a pleasure to host the last two sessions with you all. Hope it has been an informative one. Today we'll be talking about the job opportunities for international students in Canada. Let me just first introduce myself. My name is Juhi Jani and I take care of international marketing and outreach at the Zoom Abroad. We are a London-based education consultancy and we are dedicated to solve all your problems if you aspire to study abroad. Hope these webinars are informative, and if you have any other questions or if you think any other topic which needs to be covered, do let us know. We'll address it through our upcoming webinar sessions. We are hosting a lot of webinars, not only on jobs, we are also hosting webinars on scholarships. We are hosting a webinar on student visa. So do join us and get in touch with us. So, talking about today's topic, I have broken this topic into two because it's if it's too much of information, it gets difficult to assimilate. So today we'll be only talking about Canada and job opportunities for international students in Canada. USA will cover up in next week. So, talking about the country, Canada is a developed nation, and from last couple of years, they are inviting a lot of international students to bring in a lot of skills in their country. It is a wealthy nation, and thereby it's a home for many global industries which are creating a lot of job opportunities. Secondly, Canada is immigration friendly country because from last couple of years they have a very clear cut immigration norms that again becomes decision making point for you guys to go there and set your career path. Quality of education is again of importance in Canada because most of the degrees are taught in English, and the most of the universities have the high university ranking in the world. So that again makes the country the prime destination for international students to come and study. So, talking about the working rights in Canada, I haven't made any presentation today. I thought maybe I'll interact with you more. So, talking about the working rights as a student in Canada, you are allowed to work 20 hours per week while during the term time, and 40 hours per week, or around 40 hours during the vacation time. I personally recommend that if you are studying in Canada, if you have chosen to study in Canada, do opt for job or do work while you're studying for two basic reasons. One is you'll be able to support yourself financially while you're studying in the foreign land, and second and most important thing that you will be building your network, and this will add on to your skill, and it is a great thing to show on your CV. I would recommend you to do that while you're studying, and there are a couple of opportunities there. So for example, you can go for summer jobs because Canada has a very harsh weather as well. So there are a lot of summer jobs which are created, which are kind of temporary jobs. Internship is a great way to kick off your career. If you have any prior experience in one particular field and you want to take it ahead and build your career path in that, do go for internships. Again, paid and non-paid internships are there in Canada. If you need any more information and details on the internship availability, do drop us an email or connect with us through our Facebook page. On and off-campus jobs are also quite famous in Canada while you're studying. So if you're working on campus, the 20-hour rule doesn't apply there because again, based on the university's discretion, you can always work more than 20 hours. And off campus, of course, you need to be stick within the working right limits. And the last thing which you can do while you're studying is, if money is not your priority, and if you don't want to you don't want extra money to sustain yourself in a foreign country, do go for volunteering jobs. And it is a great thing to add on to your CV. You'll be building onto your network. It's a great way to connect with people, and also a great thing to show on your CV. Canadian people, Canadian employers do value that. So think about it, keep that in mind, that if you can do that, go for it. So these are a couple of options available to you while you are studying in Canada. And now the main topic. So once you finish your studies in Canada, what are you supposed to do? So you get a postgraduate work permit. Now this postgraduate work permit is the same duration as your course. So for example, you are there to do masters, and which is of 2 years duration. You'll get the postgraduate work permit for 2 years, and the maximum you can get it for 3 years. So 3 years is the maximum time where you can stay there post your studies, working, looking for a job. And I'm sure, I mean, like 3 years is a huge time to find a job for yourself. And this will shape up your path to file in your permanent residence in Canada. So I think in 3 years you'll be in a very comfortable position to decide that whether you want to stay in the country and build your career path here, or you want to move out. So during these 3 years you can work as a postgraduate work permit, and then post that you can easily file your permanent residentship. That's how smooth and easy the immigration policies are. To more putting more focus on the visas, my colleague Tanu Parik will be taking a detailed webinar on the Canadian visa, student visa policies. Do attend it, guys. Very informative sessions, and I'm sure it'll be of a great help. So we have discussed about work rights while studying and post studies. Now just talk about the industries, the growth recruitment sectors which are available in Canada, and which can be of great help to you guys while you're there and while you're looking for a job. So the first sector which is booming in Canada is technical sector. So with technical sector, what do I mean by that? Mining is a it's a big thing in Canada, and so the government have plans to even extend it. So there are a lot of opportunities for again, skilled and non-skilled labor. But with skilled labor, yes, because with the increase in technology, they are looking for mining engineers, they are looking for chemical engineers. So mining is creating a lot of job opportunities for international students. In a similar way, construction is again another field which is having a lot of job opportunities for you guys. So thanks to the housing boom, public and private sector are into infrastructure building, and there are a lot of job opportunities created on that front as well. Engineering, if we are talking about the technical front of it, engineering is something which is required in all the field, be it mining, be it construction, be it coal and be it oil and gas, petroleum. So all these sectors, they do require engineers. So if you are from a technical background, Canada has a lot of job opportunities for you. One more sector which is booming in Canada, which is alternate energy. So now alternate energy has gathered a lot of attention since 2015, and Canada is taking a lead in generating alternate energy. The more focus is on renewable sources of energy, which is solar, water, wind, and the amount of jobs are getting created in this sector. Soon it will outnumber the jobs available in oil and gas sector. So if you are interested in sustainability, if you are studying sustainability management, if you are in the energy sector, alternate energy is it's the thing which is booming in Canada. Another thing which is very important, and it's the important pillar of the country's economy, is oil and gas and petroleum. So that is, again, it has been always big, and it is still creating a lot of job opportunities. So you can see that in technical front there are many new options, many available options for you guys. um, in terms of technological boom, you can see that the technology is changing every day, and there's a need of automation which is happening throughout the world. So I think in the fields like accountancy, legal, public relations, IT domain will be of importance in all these fields. So as I say, if you are from IT background, you have a lot of scope in Canada. Healthcare and social assistance is another important sector which is booming a lot in Canada. So if you see the diaspora of Canada, the aging population is more in comparison to the millennials and the young people, because and that is the reason the need for healthcare and social assistance increases. So they are always looking for staff like nurse, chiropractors, physiotherapists, radiologists. So they are always looking for stuff around. So I think this is again an important area to look into. Banking, telecom, and manufacturing. So Canada is amongst the leading nations in terms of aerospace manufacturing, automobile, other manufacturing industries. So again, manufacturing is another sector which is creating a lot of job opportunities. Banking and telecom, yes, it's because the nation is growing. Banking, telecom services are also at its peak in terms of creating job opportunities. So this is all about the growth recruitment sectors in Canada. Now, to end my webinar today, I just have few tips for you guys if you are planning to study and build your career in Canada. There are just four important tips. The first important and very, very basic tip is your networking. I have always stressed upon the fact that networking is a key which will help you to land in your dream job. So, and especially with Canada, because Canada has a very warm work culture. So they do give a lot of importance on how you are with your team, how well you take care of your team, and how well do you know people, as in how much and how big is your circle. So in spite of writing a CV and a cover letter, you will need to mention a lot of references in your application form, and that is why I focused and I stressed upon the fact that you should choose to work while you're studying, and that is where you'll build your network, which will help you a lot in finding your graduate job or a full-time job there. So networking is a very important thing. Volunteering is another way where you can build in a great network. So do think about that and keep that in mind while you're studying in Canada. Second important thing is you be very specific in terms of mentioning your skills, your educations, your eligibility in your application form, because as I said that the industry is the country is developing, and there are a lot of job opportunities. However, in Canada there are only a couple of cities which are the hubs of development, and the competition for actual graduate jobs is fierce there. So you have to bring in your specific skills on board to make them feel that what exactly you are bringing in the company and how you can be helpful in that. So do be very specific with that. And the next tip would be that be very careful when you choose your summer job. Why do I say that? Because this is this will decide that what job will you have the next year, because as I said, that networking is important. So always choose your internship or summer job or whatever temporary job you have while you're studying. Keep it as close as your field of study or as close as the field where you want to pursue your career path. So keep that thing in mind, because that is where you build your network, and people then can refer you and can take you forward in the company, or they can refer you in some other company. So always keep that in mind. It's of great importance. And lastly, while you're working, show that spirit in you, that you would want to work with the employer, and you are all set and ready to take this internship or a summer job to the next level, because that is how they'll they'll assess you, that okay, this is what your credibility is, this is how you want to be a part of the team, this is how you want to create a difference in the team. So social skills are of great importance there, because as I said, they are very, very warm, a warm work culture. So do keep that in mind. And I'm sure by doing that, and with the right skill, right attitude, right time, you will definitely able to land up the place where you always wanted to be. So yeah, that's about it, and it was short and crisp. I haven't included any PPT today, so that I thought maybe I'll interact with you today. So this brings the end of our webinar, guys. And if you have any questions, do let me know. If you have it now, it's good. If not, you can always email it to me. I'll come back to you with the answers. You can connect with us on the social media platform. You can follow our Facebook page, Zoom Abroad. You can also follow our hashtags, which is Zoom Abroad, Bringing Abroad Closer, Zao Community, and do register on our website, guys. As I said, we are coming up with something which will help you solve your problems, which will help you clear your apprehensions about studying abroad, and which will give you, which will empower you to go and fulfill your dreams. Because I think getting a good education, studying abroad, is a dream every student has in his or her mind. So go for it. You can connect to me on LinkedIn, and you can drop me an email. My email ID is juhi.jani@zoomabroad.com. And I'll see you all next week, and we'll be talking about the United States of America and the job opportunities for international students there. So it was wonderful hosting the session again. As I said, it's always a pleasure, and I hope I'm adding some value to it. So till then, you guys take care, and I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye-bye.